So this is what 5 million Kenya shillings sounds like.
Hi guys, I'm Amir and let's find out if this car is actually worth 5 million shillings.
So Amir,
Tell me bro.
today we have a 2018 Volkswagen Golf R 7.5. Can you guess the price of this car?
Looking at it, looks like a normal Golf with an R badge. So what? 2 million? 2.5?
You'll actually be surprised. Igari with the size inaenda for 4.5 to even a higher price of 5.5 million Kenya shillings.
For what? Bro, you're telling me this car that just looks like a normal Golf is 5 million shillings? How does that make any sense?
This car is the proper definition. Ukiambiwa na demu naambiwa size does not matter. I think anaongeleanga Golf R, si ndio?
Lakini niwaulize swali. Would you fit behind there?
Let's dive into this video and I show you why you should buy a Golf R and why it's one of the best selling hot hatches here in Kenya.
We're about to find out, but I doubt it.
This video has been proudly sponsored by Diecast 7. Are you a collector and you love such beautiful cars? Do you believe me if I told you that you can own miniature versions of your favorite car? These are not toys. These are actually verified products from the manufacturer, such as this, verified by Porsche. Diecast 7 really mean it when they say that they can source you your dream car. As you can see, they have all the brands that you can think of. Purchase any of these Diecast models, make sure to contact Diecast 7. Back to the video.
So, let me ask you. 5 million shillings.
Yeah.
What's the difference between this and a normal TSI?
So let's start off with the front. So as you can see, this is not a 7, this is a 7.5. What do I mean by that? Okay, like the headlights, it has this very nice DRLs which are finished in white. If you get a GTI, they're finished in red. If you get the electric one, which is the GTE, zinakuja in blue.
You forgot one. The GTD?
GTD actually comes, you can actually opt to get the diesel version of this car. Like in Japan, you know,
I'm not sure if there are many.
Yeah. So over here, of course, you have your R emblem. Then you have this silver bit over here to show that it's a Golf R. For the GTI, inakujanga in red also. So it looks quite mean, yeah?
Ish. Looks like a Golf.
So let's continue. So on the bumper, as you can see, the air vents over here, they actually rail. They help in cooling of this 2-liter turbocharged engine.
When it first came, I actually thought this would be fake. Surprisingly, they actually...
You're paying 5 million Kenya shillings.
True, fair enough. It has to be functional.
It has to be functional.
They can't be giving you fake vents.
So everything about this car, from the aerodynamics, hapa kwa bonnet, air vents hapa, all of them are functional. Nimekuconvince kiasi?
Not yet.
Let me open for you the engine.
Let's see.
So Amir, we don't have a 1.4 liter. This is actually a 2-liter 4-cylinder turbocharged engine, which is known as the E8888. So
it just looks like a TSI engine.
Nah.
If we cover this R, what's the difference?
So this engine, you can actually find it in the Audi S3. It pushes about 315 uko abroad, yeah.
This probably a bit more or less.
Yeah, if
minus.
you come to Upper Kenya, maybe let's say about 280
fuel, yeah.
to 95. So the good thing about a Golf R, we just put downpipes, intake, bigger turbo, na utanyama watu vibaya sana. Yeah.
Does it to be in its current form, it will probably nyamas.
So this car comes as an all-wheel drive system. Ukipata the GTI, it comes as a front wheel. Hapo umeelewa?
Even the TSI comes front wheel.
Yes, but this launches can't compare.
All day, every day.
All day, every day. It comes, so the 7.5 actually comes with a 7-speed automatic DSG gearbox.
Compared to the?
7. The 7 ilikuja na the 6-speed.
Wagera, what is the main difference between this and a normal GTI? It looks the same if you open a GTI engine.
Of course it looks the same. Hata ukiangalia ukifungua angalia hapa, quite similar. So this, the engine for the Golf R and the GTI, the major difference ni kaa tatu, sawa?
Okay.
We have the turbo. This has a bigger turbo compared to the GTI.
Okay.
Number 2, this has better injectors or bigger injectors compared to the GTI. I believe the pulley system is also quite different to the GTI. So for the all-wheel drive system for this Golf R, it's actually known as the Haldex. So, and then for the GTI, it comes as a front wheel. But I'll say, acha tu niseme nitoke, I'll not buy a Mark 7 GTI because of the front wheel. Hiyo kitu when na Subaru track day.
You'll just buy a R.
Utanyamo vibaya sana. An N10 can kula you any day.
I mean, an N10 can cooler you either way.
So if you want to buy a Golf or a Golf R,
You buy an R.
just buy an R. Just
There's
don't.
nothing else to buy.
Nothing else, bana. So
But also remember, it's almost double the price of a GTI. Is it double the car?
it is. I'll say it is.
We'll find out.
Because making power of GTI, it's very hard. Not unless, yes, there's some people you can swap.
It's lighter.
You can put the engine of the Golf R, but not unless you put the all-wheel drive system. And if you do that, you still
You just buy Golf R at that point.
Yeah. So this is why you spend 4.5 million Kenyan shillings.
No, I'm not convinced yet.
Not convinced.
Not convinced.
Tutampiga lap tutaona expression
tuone.
atakuwa anafanya hapo.
Bro, what's the difference? It's just a normal Golf.
As you can see, it comes na budget 5 million Kenyan shillings. R badge.
R badge.
Ushaona TSI iko na hii badge.
5 million.
This adds how many horsepower? 200 horsepower, yeah? Yeah, just this badge, 200 horsepower.
But 5 million.
5 million.
Okay.
So, this car, as you can see, size does not matter. It's a very small car. I'm sure your girlfriend atasema hii gari ni kadudu.
I want to know if you'll fit in that back seat. Should we try? I think we should.
We should try,
I think
eh?
we should try.
So, Amir, acha nikupe another difference between this and a normal TSI or a GTI. So to know, as you can see, these wheels, these are Golf R wheels. At the front, unapata 4-pot. At the back, unapata 2-pot. So, these are 18-inch alloy rims na zinakaje?
Si mbaya.
Si mbaya, si ndio? So, bado kwa the TSI, GTI and R, you get different rim designs,
Yes.
I'll say. So, for the 7.5 GTI, ningesema zinakaa way much better.
I agree.
Because for this, they actually look similar to the ones which you find in the 7. So they did it, hawakuchange vitu mob.
To be honest, when this car pulled up, I initially thought it's a 7. Until you told me and the owner told me it's a 7.5, I was like, huh, okay. Then I saw the difference on the inside.
So moving on, you can actually get a Golf R which is spec'd out with a panoramic sunroof. They look quite nice, but unfortunately kupata that kind of spec, maybe nunue gari imetoka from UK, because Japanese cars, majority of them
don't have sunroofs, it's true. Even it's easier to maintain a car with no sunroof, no leaks.
Mie tairi ningangane na hiyo sunroof. Ikienda kukufa tairi ni use. Si ndio cameraman?
Only ku flex too.
So as you can see, quite small, hakuna mambo nyingi. It's so small but powerful.
We'll find out soon enough.
Najua tu nasemanga ile upepo wa nyani inakuanga je jijazie, unajua unajua hiyo methali
hiyo sijui. Utaniambia baadaye hiyo.
Now let's move on to the back.
Bro, does this car even sound any different from a normal TSI?
Let me prove it for you. Set it up for us. You can feel those farts from the DSG.
Considering this only has a downpipe.
Only.
Not bad.
This car has not been done anything kwa exhaust. Na ina sound very nice. Sindo?
It's for a stock-ish car, not bad at all.
So, let's look at the back. Sindo? It looks quite nice. Always sema inakaa mbaya.
No, it does. It's a good looking car.
Yeah. So, the spoiler stock, but you can actually put an aftermarket spoiler. Nitawekea chapa inakaa fiti sana.
Alafu vile itakaa.
So what's the major difference between the 7 na the 7.5? The lights. Ukiangalia the lights ni vitango sequential.
Yes.
These are sequential lights. Alafu ukiangalia they have like
LEDs.
It's like a flag sort of.
A design-ish, yeah.
Zile zinakaa quite nice. Of course you have a diffuser which is plastic.
It's not carbon.
Mbona msituweke carbon fiber bana? Why? I feel ungetuwekea carbon fiber.
At least. But at least the exhausts are not fake.
The exhausts are not fake. Yeah. So as you can see, it's debadged. Lakini, acha tuangalie the capacity. Sindo?
You can even know this man likes making noise. Ameweka mpaka sticker yake.
Ya kina Lukman. Kalele hapo. So you open this, unafungua. Alafu
Bro, seriously.
So the biggest.
You are paying 5 mil for this.
You're paying 5 million because if you're buying such a car, I wouldn't say you have 4 kids or a very big family.
Unapeleka Naivas, unanunua
tu tissue, jacket zako yako na mama, and of course, lazima kuna at the end of the day. You don't get this.
No electric.
No electric.
Wait.
Yeah.
you told me that badge is worth 5 million.
Yes.
What does the R stand for?
So the R actually stands for the word Rennen. That's a German word which actually translates to racing.
Interesting.
It's the same family as Porsche. That's known as Kenga Rennsport. The Rennsport.
A Rennsport, yes.
Meaning racing. So if you're buying this, when I'm to a Porsche, mko similar kidogo.
Okay.
At least you brag in the same family. Hata mimi ningekuwa familia wenyewe ningekuwa na brag kiasi. Let's enter into the interior. So welcome to the interior, and as you can see, there's a very big difference between and the 7.5.
Yeah. No. So main difference between this and a Mach 7. Upgraded cluster, upgraded infotainment system. Yeah. So this actually has a CarPlay and Android Auto from factory. What else? An R badge. Again, 5 million for an R badge.
But it's leather at the end of the day.
Aren't they all?
Okay, but Subaru party zote. Kwanza Subaru ni mbaya sana.
It chokers very fast. I'm seeing heated seats here. As you know, Wagera loves his heated seats.
And my girlfriend, of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
What else?
So the top speed for this car is actually 320.
According to the cluster, but these are limited from the factory to 250. That's still quite fast.
That's quick. That's quick. Fast. Yeah. So the door cards, it's plastic. Again, VW. I noticed some sort of material here. Quite
decent,
nice.
quite nice. What else? Leather, auto lights.
Dash still plastic.
Dash. I've seen some fake carbon fiber on this side.
Does yours have carbon fiber?
Well, at least it's not fake carbon. Fake it till you make it.
Yeah. So how do you access the driving modes?
So driving modes, I see a button here. So we are currently in race, of course. Eco, comfort, normal, back to race. You can hear the pops, huh?
It sounds nice, eh?
Very nice.
Very nice. So this is actually a 7-speed DSG.
Yes,
as you can see, one of the fastest gearboxes and the best.
You can't compare it to the Porsche's PDK though.
Same company.
Same company. Fair enough.
Same company.
Fair enough.
So as you can see, quite shit. This is cloth.
It's cloth, but I believe they're all cloth. I don't think they come with a different roof liner.
I'd rather choose the one for the Subaru compared to this.
Yes. With the VWs, they sag after a while.
So the seats, how do you like the seats?
The seats are nice, surprisingly. So the driver I see has electric seats, but for the passenger, they decided, nah, you do some labor and you do it manually.
Passenger princess.
Passenger princess. I wanna kukaa tu, you work. And I see the owner decided to do aftermarket pedals on the steering wheel.
Quite nice.
Quite nice. I've seen the left side is for cruise control, the volume button.
Yeah.
And the right side is for next track, to answer the phone call and to control the screen.
Then for the cluster.
The digital cluster, yes.
Quite nice.
So I think, and
then I've seen it finished in this very nice piano black.
I love piano black.
It's quite nice.
The piano finish is very nice. The only problem is it's very easy to get scratched. Besides that, I see parking sensors. Must be nice.
Quite decent.
Must be nice.
Yeah.
We are in 2006. We don't have this.
If you enter the interior, you'll actually choose this over an STI.
Yes. I'm assuming it has a reverse camera too. Yeah, it does.
It does, yeah.
It does. Us in 2006, we don't have this fancy tech.
But a VAB doesn't have anything else like this. Or
True.
you buy a VAB and you have this. Especially a 2018 VAB.
I'd pick a 2018 VAB. It's manual.
It's
Subaru.
So the seats,
Boxer.
You have the R badge.
You have the R badge, yes, I see. And it's embroidered. It's not just a sticker. Pretty nice with this grey piping and grey stitching.
Yeah, I think that's the majority of the interior.
And heated seats. We've mentioned heated seats.
We got the back. Tuone. Ulisema kwa ndatoshea, si ndio?
Hautatoshea. Bro, hautatoshea. Honestly.
So welcome to the back. Amira liulizo, you asked if I can fit, si ndio?
I doubt it.
Can easily fit bana. Haya.
Lakini nikuulize swali. If tomorrow we say we're going for a road trip to Mombasa, utakaa hapo kweli?
Yeah. Because this one you won't take 8 hours. Hii maximum 3-4. Shafika bana, unazoea.
Wewe sema tu alafu uende uchape poto alafu mbele.
So welcome to the back. As you can see, headspace si kubwa vile, si ndio? Yeah. Leg room. Hapo tunaweza jisamehe kidogo. Wamekupea engine. Tunaweza samehe kidogo. So kuna mambo nyingi. So one thing which I don't like about Volkswagens and Audi, hapa nyuma they don't give us that option of unlocking and locking the door. Amir, what do you think?
I think they made this car so you could kidnap people. How will they open it?
Lakini mimi wakiniingiza hapa siwezi toka.
Hiyo kuisha.
Naomba tu piga fats.
Hiyo kuisha hiyo.
Si ndio?
Tumempack.
So quite nice. Kiangalia the windows.
They are auto, surprisingly.
What did you want them to be manual?
No, I meant ukifinya inashuka yenyewe. You don't have to keep on pressing it. Sisi zetu masubaru tumezoea tu unashikilia.
Na kafiti camera, si ndio? Let nionyeshe. So there's one thing which is just left. Over here you have AC vents. Yeah, but you can't control. So yeah, the view is nice, yeah.
Small window, small car. 5 million.
So guys, welcome to the driving feeling of the Mark 7.5R. Over here, seated on my right, is Adrian, yes, owner of Cenos tuning. Ndio? Yes. Tutaki kuongea sana, tulalishe kidogo. Wewe. This spot sounds amazing, eh? Bro. Question: why would you say these cars are this expensive? Because an S3 goes for roughly 3 million, 3.5. This one you get it at 4.5. So why? And you know Audi is more fancy, I'll say. People normally say Audi is much better than Volkswagen.
Yeah. So, well, I wouldn't really say I actually do have the answer to that one. I'll be very honest, because it's a thing that it's an if you know situation.
Yeah.
It's an if you know what an S3 costs, what it can do, and then you replicate the same to a Golf, you'll be able to tell the variance. But what I normally see many of the times, for example, for starters, the Audi has a smaller frame, in my opinion.
How?
You see the way you're very comfortable in this car. If I was to get you into an S3, I'd not believe you'd be that comfortable.
Amir could not fit over there.
So the S3s tend to be smaller. I don't know if it has
Does
something.
it have any purpose to that?
Well, all I know is that I will admit they are more nifty than the Golfs. Like round a corner on S3, you can throw it at a way higher speed and it will just go wherever you want it to go. But yeah, I think we'll have to do some research on that. You should do it and then you probably add it to the video later or something.
I'll tell guys. So
yeah, I know you'll likely find something. What I'll tell you is that the Audi has higher maintenance costs. For example, if you're ever to get into an incident, your bonnet as it is
yeah,
the bonnet on the 8Vs have 2 bonnet locks. The Volkswagen only has 1. So if you were to have an incident that destroys your bonnet locks as well, and you need to buy, the S3 would be buying 2, whereas here you're only buying 1 in the middle.
nice.
So you have such costs, and then yeah, sometimes you pay for the Audi, but same as on an AMG. If you ever pick, I remember my first time interacting with an AMG that I had to work on, or rather that we had to do stuff on.
Sure.
You'd go underneath the car and you see the control arms are labeled AMG, and you realize the day you have to change something, you have to pay for that AMG badge. If you want to return it, yes, you have to pay the AMG tax. And subsequently, that car, I go maybe, so take for example C63 W204. We go over like at the Two Rivers Mall. You know, there's this rumble strip sort of.
Yeah.
We go over them on an AMG. By the time you're landing to, or you're crossing the rumble strip, you'll notice the car just feels planted. The non-AMG doesn't. So some of these things have good reasons for you to pay for them, but you just need to know in advance. Otherwise, you'll end up with the responsibility to pay for the tax, and then you start crying. But if you'd have asked, you'd have been told.
Okay, so another question.
Yeah.
You're the person who like fixes these cars.
Yeah.
So what's Cenos Tuning, if you were to say it in a nutshell?
Cenos Tuning is a performance company that does modifications. We are very power oriented.
Yeah, the guy is talking when we are at this speed.
Yeah,
very comfortable.
Just going light. So we are very power oriented, and I think subsequently we've been able to show over time that we are able to get best bang for buck in terms of value for money. So fortunately, we've been able to squeeze as much power out of the cars using most of the times the least mods amongst the same pool. So we do that mostly performance, engine, or rather ECU tuning. So the ECU is the module that gives the logic to the engine of how to run, when to dose fuel, when to ignite the spark. Then the TCU is the module responsible for giving logic to the transmission on when to shift, how quick to shift, if it's a DSG with the clutches, what clutch pressures to run. So we do that. Then there's such things as modifications that involve what you see in the interior. So for example, this car, when it comes from factory, you don't find it coming with that much options. For example, here, ambient lighting, you won't find this activated. These are things that typically we can activate based on the module, based on the vehicle model. Based on if you're running a stock head unit or not.
Okay.
There's such factors, but we do them. So that's Cenos Tuning. We are normally podium winners of races. I think every race that happened last year, we got a podium win.
But you see, yours is a computer. ni unashindana na mtu bana.
I don't think you can say that that's an
excuse.
I wouldn't call it an excuse. I'd say it's not a reason to look down on the achievements, because there is still people who we actually do respect, and we are technically friends in industry. Guys like Kun Chris, who you'd probably see on the track with Akash Petrola. That guy is a manual. It's a Subaru. They've done very good work. Guys like PN Tuned, Pitangasha, you'll see him there on the track as well. There's so many people who you will see who do not only rely on the performance of the vehicle to come from computers, as you've said.
Yes.
So it's a case of you run what you bring, you run what you bring, you build it nicely. Podium wins still. Podium wins.
Expect to see more cars from Cenos to the channel.
We actually
any evidence. Any evidence unasema hapa.
We actually have for us, when we have the time,
because we normally focus on builds. And we've done mostly JDM. Sio Amir? Okay. Najua ni hapa tutakuja tuambie tuongeza hii computer kidogo.
Too about the German life.
This is ndo unaambiango finya computer. Bas unapata power.
So basically at least with us you'll get to experience some of the higher performance models, German models. We've done AMGs, most of the cars that have the higher performance models. And this is a fun but probably unknown to many. Cenos tends to have access to the very top models, just that fortunately or unfortunately, but let's say maybe unfortunately, most of the people that we deal with are also people who don't really like being seen. So we may do several of the cars, but you don't see us posting. It doesn't mean we've never done them, but it means one of the things that we offer is kind of being discreet. So cars being posted are, you know, with like permission of the owners most of the time.
Or it's you who's gonna post the car.
Yeah, but still, that is only when maybe someone is comfortable with it. Not the cases whereby someone just came, he's not even been asked etc, and the modus operandi is that the car is posted even before people know whether the problem will be sorted out or not. So AMGs, for example, we've tuned the only GLC 63S in East Africa that is the facelift version. So the AMGs they started getting facelifts 2020 onwards. The C series, the E series. So we are the only ones who've done that, and the at the time the owner actually did a test whereby he got some international guys to tune it, and our results are actually better. They're actually better. So we'll show you such cars. You get access to the Golf Rs, you get access to the Audis. For example, now we hold the record of the fastest SUV in East, I'd actually say, and Central stroke.
Not South.
Western Africa. Not South, because South guys have Beamers that are quicker. But also with us, we've not pushed that yet. We'll see how far off we want to go with it, because the unfortunate or fortunate bit is that most of our cars are dailies. So we know most of the people in the scene, the cars that you see racing, they are special race cars. For us, all the cars that you see racing will always easily be daily cars. Like on the SQ, you'd find, I think we did the record run in Nairobi. 2 days later, we were busy hauling family for the holidays. And that's just how it is.
Enjoy American na gareke truck. Inalala a whole month.
Yeah, and it's a common place. So for us, we enjoy the results that we get without having to do the most on the car. Making them full-on race cars. Like on the SQ, we've not even removed the seats yet. We've not done full-on weight reduction. On the SQ, for example, we've not done full-on weight reduction. We've run it with full weight, including additional weight. Actually, most of the times, we always run it with additional weight. So, anyway, we want to get into something interesting this year. We won't tell you what it is now, but you'll see the results.
Utatuletea kwa channel.
Yeah. Actually, we will. Those ones we will, and most likely by the time we do them, they'll be the only ones in the country. So you just stay Cenos tuned. Just stay Cenos tuned. Yeah.
So I feel that's a wrap. Sindio?
Yeah.
Na this is not the last car, so mtatuona hapa sana na Adrian ndo the guy who's gonna be talking on behalf of, I believe, all Cenos guys.
Yeah. Because most of the times it's always easier to, shed light on the technical aspects without having a lot of pauses in between. So yeah, that's going to be easy.
I guess
most of the times when we come up with the mods, I'm the one who drafts up the whole plans and all that, so it will be easier.
And I wanted to do a video about you just seme. Nitalik vitu bana.
Tutaongea nyuma ya tent.